Hello there, welcome back. I know, this video might be a little late today. I didn't end up scheduling it last night, so that's on me. However, we do have a very, different flip, much more expensive, sort of. Someone asked if I could do a mid to late game flip, and, this one is, a little bit tedious to do, so usually the competition is pretty low because no one wants to do it, but it's got pretty good profit, so let's just get into the flip. Alrighty, welcome back. My voice is a little bit sickening today, but I have to be a lot more quiet because it's early in the morning and I don't want to wake up my family. So, anyway, what we're going to want is our personal compactor with enchanted ender pearls and absolute ender pearls, which we will find in the combat section. We're going to want around 51,200 enchanted or just ender pearls. Gosh, and that will be enough to make a stack in 16 of the absolute ender pearls. We'll want 96 might gel, which is found in the draconic sacrifice section, as well as 2 ritual residues. This will be just enough to make ourselves a draconic talisman, and I'll be right back when these fill. Alright, so probably about 15-ish minutes later, mostly because I was waiting for ritual residue, so I'd recommend potentially even insta-buying this. It's not too much less profit, but it definitely fills much faster if you want to do it in bulk. Anyway, we'll be putting the ritual residue in the corners like that, absolute ender pearls in the middle, and then 16 might gel surrounding all of it, and that is just enough to make the draconic talisman. Now the draconic talisman is around 4.4 mil. I'm going to be assuming a price of 4.2 in the calculations, which I'll be doing at the end of the video. Alright, next up we're going to be upgrading this to the draconic ring. What we could do is make a buy order for like 800,000 lapis or something, but that takes a long time, so instead I'm going to be going for 32 enchanted lapis blocks. It is a little bit less profitable, but it definitely fills much faster. Next up, we're going to be going back to combat, and we're going to be trying to make a tessellated ender pearl. It requires around 120,000 ender pearls, so we can't actually do it in one order, so I'm just going to keep buying these until I have a stack and 16 absolute ender pearls. Finally, what we're going to be needing is, in the end, Draconic Sacrifice, and we'll be needing both Ritual Residue and Might Gel. We'll be needing 4 Ritual Residue, and a total of another 96 Might Gel. Alright, so probably around another 10-ish to 15 minutes, and our orders have filled. Definitely takes much longer waiting for the Ritual Residue. However, I also did get some pretty bad ender pearl RNG, so we'll just assume it wasn't the ritual residue. Anyway, now we can craft our tessellated ender pearls, which are crafted just like this, with the enchanted lapis in the corner and absolute ender pearls in the plus sign. Once we craft the tessellated ender pearl, we'll be putting that on the bottom middle, white gel on the surrounding middle portions, I guess. And then we'll put the talisman in the middle and 1 ritual residue in every single corner. This will upgrade to the draconic ring, which is around 15 mil, but I will go over the final calculations at the end. Alright, the final thing, we're going to be upgrading this to the artifact, probably the most expensive thing and most tedious, but we're going to be needing a total of around 250,000 ender pearls this time. So once again, we can't put that in one order, so I'm just going to keep buying them until I have 2.5 stacks of absolute ender pearls. We're going to be needing 1 more stack of enchanted lapis blocks. This is one of the main things that are very costly, but that is just enough to make 2 tessellated ender pearls. And we'll go back to the end section where we'll be needing 12 ritual residue this time. Since it's much more expensive, it is the highest tier, and of course 128 might gel. Alright, so it's been a little while. My ritual residue has not filled, but I have all the ender pearls I need, so I'm just going to be insta-buying the rest of the ritual residue. Which for me is around 9. If you're lucky, it could be less. If you're unlucky, it could be more. Now what we're going to be needing is to craft ourselves 2 tessellated ender pearls, which is done with the same plus sign recipe and blocks in the middle. After we've crafted both of our ender pearls, we'll be putting the draconic ring in the middle, ritual residue in the corners, and we'll be putting the might gel on the right and left side, and ender pearls on the top and bottom. All of this will finally give us our draconic artifact, which we can sell for probably around 42 mil. Alright, it is finally time to go over the profits of everything. We're going to start up with the Talisman, which after selling is around 4.2 mil and around 3.2 mil in expenses for around 1 mil in profit, or around 30% total gain, which I would recommend the Talisman, especially because it has the best margins. But if you have more coins and you want to do it in bulk, you could try out the ring instead, which is around 15 mil profit after 12.3 mil expenses and for around 3 mil in total profit, or around 22% gain. This one definitely has a less percentage gain, but if you have more auction slots that you're using up, definitely using the ring is better. Next is the artifact. It's around 42 mil in profit, 35 mil in expenses for a total of 7 mil in total gain, or around 20% profit. The artifact is definitely the best way to go if you have a lot of other things on your auction, as it takes up only one spot for 7 mil profit as opposed to 7 slots if you're doing 7 talismans. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Peace.